Nagasaka? Cornelia, why are you here? We reported that a group of scale horde were battling some people on the Rialto Plains. We rushed over to see. We found out that some people were grubs. The scale horde were fighting, so we lost company could go ahead. The student came here. Even we were attacked by the grubs. What's going on? I see, so you didn't know. What? Didn't I know? What? Nagasaki, it's no longer safe here. We'll talk later. We better get out of here now. Right, now's not the time. Let's go. What was that? What happened in there? Bats. So I'll tell you off camera. There's no way. You really didn't know, did you? No. I never heard anything about this. Still can't believe it. It's not surprising. No, I'm not doubting you. The grubs tried to prevent us from meeting here, but rumours had no truth. They would have no reason to do so. Besides, we had intelligence about the meeting between Roots and the Axe. I suspected the Axe had infiltrated the Mountain Roots, but I didn't realise that the rebellion Axe were the Mountain Roots' conspiracy. I can't say how many got caught up with them. Were hurt, lost their lives because of it. It doesn't matter we've been deceived. Or at least if it was a lie to make everyone happy, I could accept that. This lie to get people to kill each other? I won't allow it. My mother thought so too, 3 years ago when she went to Martelian. I agree with you. This when I think of all the soldiers who fought and died by Ionia. Same with us. We knew we were crossing a line using such monsters. But to fellow Ionia, we would dare to break even the most horrifying taboos. We would accept the stigma. That's what we all vowed. That's what we all wore the million on our hands. But even then, what's all the point of the Yggdrasil throne? Damn it. Father, I think he went astray of his own will. But where he went, someone made a path that leads to a place worse than hell. Someone made Father walk that path when he could have chosen it himself. Being manipulated without even knowing it. I cannot allow this. I don't know, I feel like this is just thinking too much, it was just a hassle. In the end, you're saying the bastards behind these monsters are the big shots on Ionia, yeah? That's right, when Ionia is our enemy. Doesn't matter if you're scale horde, human or feather folk. They're the enemy of anyone who lives here. Not everyone in Ionia. The those in charge or orchestrated this or the enemy. The group of lost company should be fighting isn't really the Axe anymore, it's them. That's where you're going when I'm coming along for a ride. Same here. But the main Axe is no more. It means continuing to fight the Yggdrasil throne. It means fulfilling Lord Aaron's dying wish. I would gladly surrender to your force. Thank you, both of you. Nagasaka, I shall do everything I can to uncover the truth. How is the Yggdrasil throne involved and to what extent? We do not know that, we have no way to fight them. Wait a moment. This matter is certainly important. However, it's not safe to move about right now. For the time being, we shall stick close to the Eva tree. We may not be able to make it back to Home Fortress in time. We should head to a scale horde camp at the Behemoth's grave. Quinella, I would like for you to accompany us. I shall explain the details once we arrive. For now, let's get to the Eva tree as soon as possible. I'm here as requested, Master Strategist. You said you'd explain things here. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Then. What the hell? What's going on? In the House of Wisdom, I remember there was nothing there, but it's in my head. But I remember that everything happened there. My memory is doubled. This is... As I suspected, it was as I feared. This was a close call. What's going on? Heard of Era Tree planted in the third village has disappeared. That indicates the possibility there is someone other than us who can change the past. Not be surprising if it was the Yggdrasil throne. The Yggdrasil throne has the power to change the past. It occurred to me that now a secret of the both Ravinian and Max and the House of Wisdom had been revealed. It was time for him to use that power. That's why he brought us to the Era Tree. Correct. I would have been happy if my fears were unfounded, but unfortunately it looks like I was most accurate. I see. If I hadn't come here, I guess everything we saw and heard in the Hall of Wisdom would have never happened. Thank you, Aegis. You only thank me, it's my role after all. What the hell are you talking about? A strange situation, are you going to explain this to me? I apologise, but I can do that later. For now, let's go back to the House of Wisdom. What? I'm curious about what's going on, don't get me wrong. But right now I owe it to my men to tell them what I've seen and figure out what I'll do from here on out. I knew it. The building should have been in ruins, but it's here, perfectly fine. This is what I remembered, a second memory on top of a first. What's happening inside is Lord Aaron... Smells kind of musty. There's dust all over the place. I can only assume it's been left unused for a long time. Apparently Lord Aaron has died and was shell buried to his farm and beneath the entire facility. It all never happened. Perhaps the equipment that was here was moved somewhere else decades ago. Perhaps it was never set up here to begin with. I don't know. Just the fact that the mountain roots were the masterminds behind the axe was enough to shake me. To learn that lost companies have power to go back in time 100 or 200 years, and someone else has that same power. Honestly, it's so impossible, I feel like my head is going to explode. Me too, but it's true, isn't it? It's obvious who out of our party is. Well, I suppose it's only fitting I run into some strange fate in a strange place. Lugam, my lord. That man seems to be a member of the Burning Axe. Is he your prisoner? No, he was working with us in secret. It is not a problem. Why are you here, Lord Lugat? I just received word with Burning Axe at the time of this building. This is a valuable building, ancient times. I thought I should study it at some point. I haven't got around to it, it's become neglected. I was worried the place might have been ransacked by ruffians, so I came to check on it. Apparently not in too bad a condition, and relieved. However, I wonder what the Burning Axe would want in such a desolate place. I've got no idea. I'm a busy man. Niels, let's go. Good day to you all. You sly dog. Where he was acting, I don't think it... I'm sure he's the one who changed the past. Regius? Yes. There's no doubt Lugat is involved in this. I have no proof as well, but no theory how he managed to change the past. There are a lot to think about, including what to do next. I'd like to call our heads at heels a bit. Will we head back to Acolytes? Regius? Nasaka, have you noticed it? Noticed what? Martillion. Martillion? What's wrong? The only thing that's been doubled in my memory is what happened to the House of Wisdom. A memory of which the tragedy at Martillion didn't happen, it doesn't exist. Correct. The past may have changed, but still Martillion was burned to the ground. That's ridiculous. but Shell said Martillion was sacrificed in order to get rid of a terrorist farmer. The past changed so that terrorist farmer were never bred there. They wanted to attack Martillion. So why did Martillion need to be burned to the ground? I don't want to think about this, but in order to form a million axe, maybe... For real? I had the same thought. At first it was probably an accident, just as Shell said. When history changed, the Yggdrasil throne needed an enemy like the million axe. If Martillion was not burned to the ground, the million axe would not form. So they made it happen. A tragedy that shouldn't have happened. Not an accident, but by their own hand. If you think about it, there's no explanation. It's my country, yet their actions were revolting. Thought of them to send out the blighted tree was despicable. I didn't even imagine they could be as twisted as this. Natasaka, no longer is Ionia our target. No, we must strike it with the throne itself. You have no objections, right? Right. Calm down. We only want to know what Legata and the others have done here. Moreover, there's no way we can prove it, because either there is no evidence in the first place, or it was made to ever happen. If you continue to act like this, no one will understand or cooperate with us. The Axe must have been fighting to defeat an enemy, but must be defeated, even if no one must understand why. And that was why your group was also using terrorist farmer, right? Attacking Praxis with just lost company would be ill-advised. With the current situation, I can't tell soldiers of a second branch to shut up and go. We must return to acolytes. If we don't act calmly, we won't be able to formulate an effective plan. Cornelia, Natasaka! You're our innkeeper. It's Numistro, isn't it? What's wrong? Horrible news. First branch reconnaissance team has arrived. They said the Lost Company has been revealed to be a faction of Overrunning Axe. They are to be destroyed on sight. What did you say? The second branch are doing their best not to take any risks. The first branch are very insistent that his orders come straight from the Holy Emperor. His Majesty the Holy Emperor? I refuse to believe this. I've served many customers over the years, so I feel like I have a good eye for people. Brandon Natasaka and his friends are simply not those kind of scoundrels. I knew you must have been framed, so I wanted to let you know before First Branch found you. Numistro. I'm glad you informed me. So, is that the... It's just slow you believe. Yes, of course it is. I have been to us for a punch. Lugat must have realised we're also keeping our memories. But even Lugat doesn't have your fight in the first branch. Guess this proves that the throne is about a conspiracy. Damdin, Lord Commander of Steel Branches, and also Holy Emperor Renefarius. Well, he's Lord Commander Nefarious. Of course he is Renefarius. If any part of the Running Axe, we might attack Home Fortress. Natsaka, go! I'll take care of the first branch. You must hurry to your comrades. Thank you very much. Don't thank me. I want Lost Company to be caught here either. I've no one left willing to uncover the wrongs of the Yggdrasil throne. I think it's best if you get out of here as well. Many of us know that you have been fascinated by Lost Company. And now if they find out the inn was vacant during that day, I suspect you. I wonder if you're connected to Lost Company. Come on, Mr. Numistro. Don't worry. If you don't mind, I'll be delighted to follow you. But I really do appreciate it. Please come with us. Hey, Numistro joined the party. Good luck to you. Heading back to Home Fortress. Commander Natasaka, there's one problem. Not again, you're always saying that. What's the problem? The Fortress of Torgia. No, it's a floating fortress. Right. It destroyed the bridge at Strat. That damn castle ship. Correct. The first branch were attacked with Home Fortress, which I assure you is a floating fortress. Speed, what kind of ships do the Minax use? Just small river crossing boats, not anything we could complete without floating fortress. That's true, there's no other ships. There would still be ships around 200 years ago. 200 years ago? True, there could be. Wait, even if there were ships 200 years ago, how does that help us? Thought you couldn't bring things from the past to the present. We just need to make sure that ships are still around in 200 years. Don't necessarily have to be the same ship. We must persuade the shipbuilders back then to keep building ships for their apprentices and their apprentices and so on. Point is to change history so there are ships we can use in this era. Would it really work that way? I don't know, but it's better than nothing. I recall 200 years ago, there were craftsmen at Zeftelis Fortress. Should ask them too. And with that, I'm going to end the episode here, guys. Next time I'm going to do a bit more recruiting, look around, see if there's anybody else I can recruit. Until then, have a wonderful day. Join me next time. Until then, bye-bye.